All right, I know it's been a while, but I got an idea. Ideas are starting to pop. I'm down 29 pounds, guys. Lifting weights, feeling better. Got some new threads. Things are getting better. And I separated. So all the health and fitness stuff has its own website. I'll put it in the description if you decide you want to go over there, subscribe. If not, I get it. So here we go. So this is my Cameron modded Ocean. And there's 3 era switches. Now, I'm not an expert in any of this, but I was hanging a lot with Mark at the time. This was late 2000s. And he was telling me about like how these Jose's had era switches. 60s, 70s, and 80s. 60s, I think, was a little bit more like a normal Marshall, maybe with a little bit of extra gain. 70s was definitely more gainy. And 80s was 80s, which was really the Jose, the like more high gain. I used it for about 8 or 10 years, only in 80s mode, and it started kind of bugging me. Plus all the music I do, it was like, it just felt too much. And I was like, maybe I should, I was thinking, well, maybe I should get rid of it. And then I was like, oh, let me just pop it into 70s mode. And I was like, oh, okay, this sounds great. This sounds like the greatest JCM 800 with like, you know, an 808 in front of it. So this is 80s mode. This is straight in. No effects, nothing. So here, this is what I've been using. And the other thing, too, is as they go higher, like 60s to 70s, 70s to 80s, they get more gain, but they also get lower volume. So 60s is the loudest. So I'll try to make a little adjustments here. I don't really know how it works. It's cascading diode clipping. I don't know. I'm a player. I don't know. So anyway, here's straight Cameron modded Ocean. This has been sitting. I haven't played at all in like 2 months. Literally, it was like dirty and the strings feel kind of rusty, but we threw a little tune on it, and here we go. So Cameron Ocean, which is kind of like a Jose, not as high gain though, and this is the one that he had made for Doug Aldridge, because Aldridge was playing, I guess this was when he was in Whitesnake, he was playing some Jose's, and he felt they were too gainy and too mid-rangey for like what they were trying to go for. So I think they were trying to be more like a little more like a Bogner. So anyway, here it is. 70s mode, right in the middle. All right, so let's hear a little of that. That's just great. Let me just hear it now. Here's with a little light speed. And I've been digging the light speed. Here's the max on 8. Oh, I like that too. Let's go with the, and we'll go with the max on. So we'll throw a little 808 on this. Boom. Just volume noon, tone noon, just a little bit of drive. Let's hear that. Got a little more quacky, a little more squawky. Let's take, whoa. Almost just dropped the Les Paul. Let's shut that off. Let's go into 80s mode. I'm going to put it on standby. Look at me all excited. Oh! So 80s mode is all the way down. Now, again, this is going to be a little bit lower volume, I think. So now we got no pedal on. And I haven't had this on in a while. Let me try to get the level about the same, just so that it's coming out of 80s, so that it's hitting the speakers about the same. Look at that compression. So here is Ocean Mod 80s era. So you can see the waveform, it's a little more solid. It's not as bouncy as that 70s. We'll just throw the 808 on it. 'Cause we can. 'Cause we can. That's kind of fun. So here's 80s mode, no pedal. '80s mode with the 808. Yeah, that's not my thing. Go back to the 70s mode, straight in. Yeah, it makes sense. All right, now we're gonna go 60s, and I already turned it down. So this is like the least amount of drive too. I don't know if I want to turn it down any more than that. Same EQ and same gain, just the master. All right, we'll try this. Here's 60s. Yeah, definitely lacked the fun factor. Put a little 808 on it. No settings, all the same. All right. That was not optimal. All right, so here we're gonna go. Yeah, and I got 15 minutes, so we're gonna have a little fun with this. Trying to keep the dream alive. Just try to balance them out as best as possible. So we'll just start straight in. So here is the Ocean in 70s mode. And then 80s. That's what I used for years. And 60s. I don't know. I don't even care for the way that sounds. Something's choked. Not fun to play. And here's 60s with the 808. I don't like that. We're going to go Apple M. Thank you. Back to 70s mode. And 80s. And then here's 70s mode with the 808. Which is kind of more in line a little bit with the 80s mode straight in. So again, here's 70s with the 808 in. And 80s mode straight in. Yeah, the 80s is a little cooler than the 70s with the 808. But here's the straight 70s. The thing is, that to me, that sounds more martially. There's something, once you put in the 808 or you go into the 80s mode, it gets kind of gainy, or there's more manipulation. Here's, again, 70s mode. That's just perfect for just about anything I ever do. Add the little 808 on. Yeah, and I've got the probably should have tried it, but I've got the Greer light speed, which is less tone. Like the 808 definitely has like a very defined thing it adds, and I've got the King of Tone, the Analog Man too. So anyway, there you go. And then here's the 80s mode with the 808. That's not what I do. 70 straight in. Yeah, so let's try this. How do I do this? Well, you know what we'll do? We'll just split this one in half, and we'll go Greer. Let me see if I can get back to the level. I'm back in 70s mode. I'm straight in. Just kind of visually going off of it. It's a little louder, I think. Here's the original. Close enough for rock and roll. Let's leave it right there. Okay, so now we're going to put a little light speed on it. Kind of the same thing. Kind of around 0 and a little bit. It's got less drive anyway. Yeah. Let's just see real quick, and this will be it. So here's the in 70s mode with the 808 and with the light speed. Yeah, it's holding more of the playing. You know, like I can hear my hands here. We're here. There's a lot of tone imparted on the 808, which is cool if that's what you want. So there it is, era switches. I don't know. That's pretty much all I got. So first video of anything like this in a while, been a couple of months, but I'm gonna start putting some things together. I've got a few more songs to write. Songwriting mode gets me so far removed from any of this. So you just got to kind of bear, I just, my head's, and I got client stuff, and it's intense. So it's hard to do this stuff. But yeah, so here's back 70s mode straight in. 808. That's so 80s. And Greer. The Greer's more a lot. It's like more this to me. Like the 808, if you want like wall of sound behind the singer, maybe more so. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Like and subscribe.